And we'll move to our 6.2 item, 9:15 a.m., presentation of Employee Services Awards, and we have a chamber full of people to recognize today. And we've got Human Resources and Pam Samick to come up and make these presentations.
Good morning, Pam Samick, HR Director. Today is our semi-annual time to celebrate our Employee Service Awards. We start at 5-year increments and go every 5 years thereafter. We've got a lot of service awards this time around. We'll call up each department to help celebrate their employees. And our first department is the Agricultural Commissioner.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. First, I'd like to honor Janice Luke, agricultural biologist, weights and measures inspector. She's our Class B driver. 5 years. Unfortunately, she's not able to be here this morning. And then next up, we have Sam Upton. He's the Deputy Ag Commissioner, sealer of weights and measures, and he's been with the department for 10 years now.
Sorry, we're pulling up the slide presentation. Give us 2 seconds for technical.
Do I make it the presentation and then click on it?
Presentation, then share. I don't know.
Nope, that wasn't it. All right. Let's see if this messes it up. Did that work?
It did.
Okay.
All right.
Next up, Assessor Recorder, who is going to join us via Zoom.
There we go, just getting my video to start. So first up is Jamie Lee. She's a DR2 and she's been with us for 5 years and great person. We're so happy to have her. Congratulations. Next up, we have Thomas Ingstrom. He's a auditor appraiser. He's been with us 5 years and he's a very big addition for our office and we're congratulations, Thomas. Next up is David Schwenger. He's our assistant auditor, assessor recorder, and he's been with us 5 years and he does a fantastic job for us. And congratulations, Dave.
Next, Behavioral Health.
Hello, Elise Jones, Director of Behavioral Health, and I am so pleased to congratulate Patricia Russell for 5 years of service. Where's Patricia? I know I saw her. Thank you. Jamie Thomas, I don't believe she could be here this morning. She's running all the medication appointments for our clients receiving psychiatric services, so thank you, Jamie, for your 5 years of service. We also have Miss Susanna Wright with 5 years of service, and I watched her grow from actually an office assistant into, she's a therapist now, so congratulations, Susanna. Miss April Gambra is not here, unfortunately for me to embarrass her. Congratulate her on 10 years of service. Thank you, Miss April. And then Carrie Manning is here. Carrie, will you please come up? Well, Carrie Manning is celebrating 20 years of service. She's presently a team leader, actually a supervisor for our Mental Health Services Act. So all of our wonderful peer support centers around the lake, the 4 of them that we operate, she oversees in addition to many, many other functions. If there's a public event, chances are you're seeing Carrie there. Thank you so much to our staff.
Next, we're celebrating child support, and Tammy couldn't be here, so I'm going to read her name. Cindy Van Leeuwen, 30 years. Next is community development. Is that just gonna- Oh, okay.
I know the name.
Okay.
Gloria, if you want to come up and join me. We're congratulating and honoring Gloria for 25 years today. So as our department sort of was emerging from a period of tumult, Gloria was a strong stabilizing presence. I think that anybody who can spend her day in our budget day after day after day and retain a sense of humor is a remarkable member of our team. And we are enjoying her for the remainder of the year before she takes her well-earned retirement. So thank you, Gloria.
Next up, we have county council.
So we have 2. Start with Rick Ensley, service for 5 years in the county, and he is our risk analyst. And we also have Nicole Johnson, 5 years of service, our deputy county counsel in our office.
Next up, we have district attorney.
I'm really happy to do this presentation. Wendy Collard with our Victim Witness Office. She's a victim witness advocate for 2, and she is awesome. So great with witnesses and victims that have to appear in court. Miriam Herrera, a vet, our legal assistant, and she's been awesome stepping up to a big job with getting the charges, in custody charges done so we can get them in court and get them arraigned. Scott, he's here too. And Scott Poma, he couldn't be here. He's a DA investigator. He's incredible in terms of getting leads, following up on leads so we can prosecute cases. And Nick Roto, he is a deputy DA. He's in court right now, I think, so he couldn't be here. He's been slamming out those trials, being very successful, and we're really lucky to have him. So, thank you to all of our employees. They're fantastic. Thank you.
Next, we have probation.
Good morning, I'm Wendy Monfranz, the Chief Probation Officer. This morning, we are here to honor Senior Deputy Probation Officer Roberto Morfin for 10 years of service.
Public health.
Good morning and thank you. This morning we are here to celebrate and thank, sorry, I don't remember the order they were in. Celebrate Ashley Brown, Senior Environmental Health Specialist. Thank you for those 5 years. We appreciate it. And then also we are celebrating Christine Hannigan, our Emergency Preps Analyst. Also, thank you for the 5 years. And thank you to everyone.
Next up is Public Services.
All right, good morning. Lars Ewing, Public Services Director. So a couple of Parks guys to celebrate. One who could not be here, Tyler Dore. He's the Parks Area Supervisor, 5 years. But Josh Shepard. He wasn't here, so I spoke over him, sorry. But Josh Shepard is here, so thank you, Josh. 5 years, Parks maintenance worker. Josh, he has an excellent attitude, honestly. One of the best I've ever seen, not just in Parks, but anywhere. He's an excellent worker, always a smile, and I really appreciate him as on our staff. So, Josh. No, you did not.
Public Works and Water Resources.
Good morning. Scott DeLeon, Public Works and Water Resources Director. I'm actually going to go a little out of order and go Water Resources first, and so I'd like to invite Angela DePalma-Dow up. Angela is our, come up here, yeah. Angela is our Invasive Species Program Coordinator, and we're celebrating 5 years of service with Angela. So thank you very much. Okay. All right. Public Works, I have two employees that unfortunately could not be here. I would like to recognize them. Royce Tibbetts. He is our inmate crew leader. He has 15 years of service with us. And then Jaleese Simons, she's a Public Works worker senior in our paint and sign division. She is celebrating 20 years of service. So I do have Jason Greider here. So Jason, come on up. Jason is our area supervisor out of the Lower Lake Yard. Pretty sure Jason started off as a Public Works worker. Come on up here too. Yes, please. 15 years of service with our department. So thank you, Jason. Welcome. Next is our Public Works Superintendent, Jim Hale. So Jim also started off with our department as a maintenance worker. 25 years of service, has worked his way through the ranks, and is our Public Works Superintendent. So 25 years of service for Jim. Congratulations. So I just want to point out something. I was looking at the math here. Between the two individuals that I mentioned that unfortunately couldn't be here and these two gentlemen, we have 75 years of service between four folks. Just a remarkable feat by all four of them, and I'd like to congratulate and thank them for their dedication. Thank you.
Next up, the Sheriff's Department.
Thanks for finding that for me. So we have a few, but most of ours, Rob Howell, Lake County Sheriff, by the way. We have a few, but most of ours are away at training or working. So I'm going to go through these. First, we have Antonio Castellanos, Deputy Sheriff, 10 years. Daniel Wyatt, Deputy Sheriff 2 Corrections, 10 years. You stay right here. We have Linda Brabeck. Did I already say that? Correctional aide, 15 years. Stephen Wright, Deputy Sheriff 2, 15 years. And we have Lucas Bingham, Lieutenant, 25 years. He stands right here, that way I don't feel short when he comes up here. So just a few words for all of them. I love these awards, love these lists. You look at them, you see so much experience and expertise, dedication. And these guys represent all of that. I know county leadership won't speak for you, but they appreciate the time. I appreciate the time, and thank you. Thank you, sir.
Next up, social services.
Good morning. Crystal Marketan, Director of Social Services. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, so I do not anticipate staff being here. It's a drive. So we will be celebrating staff at an internal all-staff later on this month. But I would like to start by just saying how much we appreciate staff who have been with us over time, and they really are the lifeblood of what we do for the community and just within the department. So we'll start with Regina Amaral, Eligibility Specialist 2 for 5 years. Catherine Brower, Eligibility Specialist 2, also 5 years. Robert Brothers, Information Systems Analyst 2, 5 years. Bonnie Siha, Eligibility Specialist 3, 5 years. Shauna Gottschall, Eligibility Specialist 2, 5 years. Angela Matson, Eligibility Specialist 2, 5 years. Catherine Sims, Social Worker 2 in Adult Services, 5 years. Cheryl Valdez, Eligibility Specialist 3, 5 years. Angela Wynot, Child Welfare, Social Worker 3, 5 years. Nicole Zwing, Eligibility Specialist 2, 5 years. Catherine Howard, Eligibility Specialist 2, 10 years. John Jaremka, Office Assistant 3, 10 years. Sierra Sacato, Eligibility Specialist 3, 10 years. Thomas Swanson, Adult Services Social Worker Supervisor 1, 10 years. Carrie Bridges, Social Worker Supervisor 2, Child Welfare, 15 years. No, I thought maybe some of the child welfare people would show up. What? And you're just sitting back there? Okay. You yelled? Okay. Let's see, I did carry, so Kimberly Costa, Program Manager, Child Welfare, 15 years. And again, at Adult Services, Kelly Grimes, System Support Analyst, 15 years. Jennifer Marshall, Staff Services Analyst 2 at Adult Services, 15 years. And finally, Georgiana Gigi McKee at Anderson Ranch, Staff Services Analyst 2, 15 years. I just want to say thank you so much to all of the staff. Thank you for those of you who came today. I appreciate it. They really are the lifeblood of what, we do. And, in the times of vacancy rates, I really just additionally want to say thank you to the staff who are hanging in there with us. So, thank you.
Special districts.
Good morning, Scott Harder, Special Districts Administrator. I'm not seeing any of my staff here today, but we are here to celebrate and recognize 3 of our staff who have been with us for a while. First is Daniel Miller, 5 years. He is our utility worker senior. Next is John Barrick, treatment plant operator. He's been with us for 10 years. And finally, Brian Cowdrey, treatment plant operator as well, has been with us for 20 years.
Next, we have treasurer tax.
So Patrick Sullivan, Treasurer Tax Collector. We're here today to recognize Greg Peters. So Greg, please come on up. Greg has 15 years of service with the county. He's just been an excellent employee. He handles some of the most complex cases in our office for tax enforcement as an accountant. So I really would like to thank him for all of his service to the county.
Next, we have our department heads.
One of our newest department heads, behavioral health, Elise Jones. 5 years. Congratulations. Yes. And Lloyd, come on down. Lloyd Guintavano, County Council. 15 years. Thank you so much.
That concludes our presentation, and I'd like to give a special thanks to Cherish, who puts all of this together in an amazing presentation, chases everybody for their pictures. So thank you, Cherish, and thank you to all of our employees.
From the county, we provide services, and we provide excellent services to everybody that lives here. And we count on our employees to provide this excellent service, and this is you. These are the people that provide the services and keep everything running in the county. So thank you so much for all of your years of service. We appreciate you so very much. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm going to jump. You want to take a break? We'll take a 5-minute break.